Got best Isekai, nice job anime team. I don't remember what the. I'll be honest, I don't even remember what the stuff was. Hold on, hold on. We're actually gonna bring this up. I wanted to look at this. Anime Awards, Crunchyroll. We're gonna do a side thing here. I don't want to watch it. I just want to see. Pull this out. I'm gonna pull this over here. Kind of wanted to see this. You're gonna get my opinions because I said so. I don't know if you can see this well enough. I don't normally do browser stuff. So let's see. Anime of the year, Solo Leveling. I'm not surprised, but it doesn't deserve it. Don't get me wrong. Solo Leveling is a good one. I read the manhwas when it was first out, and it was cool, but I don't think it deserves Anime of the Year. In all honesty, if I remember from all the selections, I personally would have went with Frieren. I know people disagree with that, but that's just from the ones that I've watched. Film of the year, I didn't watch any anime films, so I couldn't say. Best continuing series, Demon Slayer, I can agree with that. I see that. Definitely. Dandadan, Delicious and Dungeon Frieren, Tree, and Kaiju number 8, Soul Leveling, and Apothecary Diaries of the Anime of the Year. If I had choosing from those, I would say Delicious and Dungeon, Frieren, Beyond Journey's End would be my picks, but that's mostly because I haven't watched Dandadan all the way through. I've never watched Kaiju number 8, and Solo Leveling, while good, I think it suffers from too much hype. Like, people are way too into the whole aura farming bullcrap right now that they think Solo Leveling is much better than it is. Don't get me wrong, it is good, but it's not Anime of the Year deserved. I'm sorry. And I've never actually seen Apothecary Diaries. I have it on my watch list. I want to watch it, but I haven't. So that's why I wouldn't put that in my vote. Best continuing series. Can I pull these out? Okay, so I can. I'm gonna do that. So if I pull this into a new, please, can you not open in a new tab? Okay, we have to do it one by one. Uh. So this one is Best Continuing Series. We got Bleach, Demon Slayer, My Hero Season 7, Spy Family. I don't know that one, Oshinoko, and One Piece. So, Best Continuing Series. Sustaining Excellence is a remarkable achievement, and this category honors the series that keeps audiences coming back for more. These shows captivate viewers with rich storylines, dynamic characters, and stunning visuals, skillfully evolving their narratives while remaining true to fan favorites. Their ability to consistently deliver quality storytelling makes them standout contenders in the ever-changing world of anime. Can I post a link? I don't think my chatbot will let you. You can maybe DM it to me in either Twitter or Twitch. But I would say best continuing series. So I've never watched Bleach. I know, probably a sin. So I can't say for Bleach, Oshinoko. Those are the only two. Um, I can definitely say. Let's see. If I copy and paste this. I would say Demon Slayer is definitely a deserved win. Um, I could definitely see My Hero and One Piece being up there as well. Spy Family, I think it just being 2 seasons is kind of a weird one to put it in a continuing series. Like, I know it's technically continued, but when I think continued series, I think like more than like 3, 4 seasons, you know? It's one long page from Crunchyroll list. Um, oh, that's way better. Sweet. Okay, sweet. I'm gonna zoom in on this. I'm trying to keep Diablo slightly in the background because I'm technically in the Diablo um, category. Should I just switch to the just chatting? Just keep Diablo in the background? Is that something I should do? I don't know how this normally works. Also, thank you. Ah, whatever. We'll just keep it like this. It's fine. I got Diablo in the background. Um. Okay. Anime of the year, film of the year. Um. Like I said, I didn't really watch any films. I watched Code White, and I watched. I did not watch Your Next. Uh. Yeah, I've only seen Code White, so I couldn't really say. Global Impact Award. Attack on Titan. Is that wait? Is that what does that mean? There's no other. Alright, I guess Attack on Titan won. Cool. Cool beans. Whatever that means. Um, best continuing anime series again. Demon Slayer definitely deserved. I could definitely see My Hero or One Piece being up there as well. I kind of already said what I thought about season twos and whatnot. Best new anime series. Okay, this one I can see being Solo Leveling because it is a great new anime series. Dan to Dan as well. I did actually really like Dan to Dan. Delicious in Dungeon, Free Rin. Again, I haven't watched Kaiju number 8 or Apothecary Diaries, so I would personally say, from what I've seen and watched, Dan to Dan, Free Rin, and Solo Leveling would be my top three. Uh, I'm kind of biased towards Free Rin because I just enjoyed how slow paced Free Rin was. It kind of felt like a breath of fresh air for me for like animes I watched. So, but those would be the three. I did love Delicious in Dungeon, but it was kind of its own little thing off in the corner, being just fun. Uh, let's see. Best original anime: Ninja Kumi, Kamui. I don't know any of these, so I can't say. I'm so behind when it comes to anime. It's more of a slow burn kind, like Fruits Basket, so I see how Solo won. It deserved it. Um, well, I guess it just depends on what you mean by best new anime series, because I don't know, it's hard to say. Like, it's definitely deserved. Like I said, Dan to Dan, Free Rin, and Solo Leveling are kind of my top three for that one. Again, Kaiju number 8 and Apothecary Diaries I haven't seen, so it's going to be hard for me to even say on those. Best animation. Yeah, I saw this one coming 100, like a million miles away. I even voted for this. Like, Dan to Dan's got some fun animation. Delicious Industrial had fun animation. Free Rin had its own interesting moments, and Solo Leveling definitely had the hype moments. But Demon Slayer, all the way through, was beautiful. Every moment of that show was beautiful. So that is 100%. And it's not just like the like holy crap moments either. It's not like chopping the demon head off with the giant flame circles and stuff like that. Like every bit of that show is beautiful, and it keeps getting better. Exactly. Let's see. Best character design, Dan to Dan. I can agree with this. From what I've watched of Dan to Dan, it definitely stands out. Where and that's saying something considering like everyone is basically humans, save for the aliens and Turbo Granny and whatnot. Like the designs are cool. I really do love them. I personally would say out of this list, I don't know. I'm not gonna say Freerin because, like, while I love Freerin, I wouldn't say they did anything crazy with character design. Demon Slayer, it depends because it's like they've they have awesome character designs, but it's not like they've changed anything since they've started. I would say it's a tie between Dan to Dan and Delicious and Dungeon. That those would be my top two. So I would say Dan to Dan is definitely best director. See, this one's gonna be hard for me because I don't usually keep I don't keep tabs on like actors and directors and stuff. So like I would just have to go from like my experience of watching it and how it was, directed. Hi Durf, how's it going? I am doing my opinion piece on Anime Awards and Diablo in the background. um, I got distracted. We're doing this. Best director: Keiichiro Saito, Frieren Beyond Journey's End. This I can 100% agree with. Let's see, what do we have? Dan to Dan, Demon Slayer, Frieren, One Piece. One Piece fan letter? I don't know what that is. Can I click on it? I don't know what the fan letter is. I'd have to watch that to really. One Piece fan letter to win. Best director so bad. Sad it lost. Like I said, I'll have to watch it to see. But from the ones I know, I'm glad Frieren won because, like I said, Frieren felt like a breath of fresh air to me. Of the animes I've watched, like this is 100% deserved for me. I could see Delicious in Dungeon also being one because it was a really fun like adventure comedy. And this one also felt like a step in a different direction from a lot of other animes. But that's just, obviously this is all personal feeling. And Dan to Dan, I could say the same. Dan to Dan, Frieren, and Delicious in Dungeon. Those are going to be my three from the list. It was unique in One Piece. It still had the One Piece feel for one episode, but still unique. Yeah, I'll have to watch it and see. I do enjoy One Piece stuff. I didn't know that was a thing, so I'll have to take a peek at it. Best background art. I actually am glad Frieren won this one. I actually voted for Frieren on this one. Because like all the background art and all these other ones are good. You can't deny that. But the art in Frieren as a whole was beautiful. I don't think there was any background art in Frieren that wasn't just immaculate. I don't really have much else to say. Best romance anime. Okay, so this one I'm not going to be too familiar with. I'm not going to lie, I voted for Scott Pilgrim Takes Off because it was the only one I've watched out of all of these. So, I can't really say. I did like Scott Pilgrim, though. I've seen Ranma one half through, like, memes and anime, or memes and TikToks and stuff, so I would have voted Ranma one half, but I didn't know enough about it outside of memes and TikToks. Best comedy anime. I saw this coming. I'm not gonna lie. I voted Delicious in Dungeon myself. I wanted to vote Konosuba because Konosuba is just comedy incarnate. That's what it's stupid comedy incarnate. But I voted Delicious in Dungeon. I understand why Mashal one, it is good. I'm not going to deny that. But I don't know. I felt like Delicious in Dungeon deserved it more because Mashle feels like it's capitalizing off of the whole uh, uh, overpowered, like the one punch thing. Like, I don't know if there's like a genre for that, but it's capitalizing off of one punch stuff, which isn't bad. It's obviously working for it, but it just kind of feels like they're, they kind of had a head start in the game with that. But I don't know. I felt like Delicious in Dungeon was more on that personally. Spy Family, I can kind of see it, but that's more of a family action type. Best action anime. Okay, this one I don't I don't know about Solo Leveling winning this one because it is an action anime and it's got insanely awesome moments, but that's just what Solo Leveling is. It's moments. Like, it's not an action anime until it is, you know? So, I don't know. Windbreaker, I've never seen Windbreaker, Kaiju. This one, I would have given it to Demon Slayer. I haven't seen Bleach, so I can't say. I would have said Demon Slayer should have won this one. Yes, it's kind of got the same thing where it's got the tone down, but I would say it's much more an action anime than Solo Leveling is. Personally. I feel like Solo Leveling is winning a lot of these, mostly from the hype. Not have been Solo, I'm sorry, but you're going up against Bleach and Demon Slayer. Exactly. I know enough about Bleach to know it should have been above Solo Leveling, but I would still have given it to Demon Slayer, personally. Best Isekai Anime. This one, I had a hard time voting for, because I actually really do love ReZero. I think ReZero is actually crazy for an isekai. Like, it doesn't feel like a generic isekai. It feels like its own story. Like, to be honest, I almost forget it's an isekai sometimes. So, this is deserved. 100% deserved. But, in all honesty, the time I got reincarnated as a slime, Jobless Reincarnation, and Konosuba are a heavy tie for second place. For me, personally. Because have whatever you want, all the problems you want with Jobless Reincarnation, it is still an extremely good isekai. It is. And you can't deny that. There are problems with it, and there are silly things wrong with it, but it is still a good isekai. Konosuba is just the generic comedy isekai, but it knows what it is, and it's unapologetic about it. So, ReZero, 100% deserved, but these other three are definitely like a very, very close second. Maybe not reincarnated as a slime because it's very silly, but it is still up there. Suicide Squad Isekai, I don't even know why they put that on the list. I will admit I haven't watched it, but the premise of it and what I have seen of it is just stupid. I'm sorry. It's just stupid. Slime has done a lot in the time it's been an anime. Yeah, it's not bad. I like it, and I go back to it every now and again because it's like One Piece for me. Like, I'm on like episode 800 some odd, but I've been watching it for years. I just watch it in like 100 episode spurts, and then I go watch other stuff. Slime's kind of the same way. I'll watch like an arc of it, and then I'll go do other stuff. So, yeah. I hear Harley Quinn, yet even I thought Isekai was dumb. Yeah, well, I love Harley Quinn too, but I love the original characters. I'm one of those people that hate it when people are like, "I'm the Harley to your Joker." I'm like, you don't actually want that. That is no, that is not healthy. That you don't think it's the romance you think it is. I'm one of those people. uh, I know that's more than just Harley and the Suicide Squad, but like I'm old school. Best drama anime. This one is deserved. 100%. Son of Affection. I don't know that one. Don't know that one. Don't know that one. I don't know any of these other ones, so I guess I can't really say deserved properly. But I'm glad this one, personally. But I am also kind of free rein biased. It, again, breath of fresh air type of anime. It was what it is, what it represents, the story it's telling. I agree with it. If you want to be in an abusive relationship, have fun with that. You go be the Harley to his Joker. Good luck. Um, best slice of life anime. Too many losing heroines. I have not watched any of these, so congratulations, this one, yay, woo! Best main character. I, mm, mm, out of the list, let's see. Frieren, Okaroon, Momo, Mao Mao. Mao Mao is the apothecary, isn't she? I know that much. Momo from Dan to Dan or Mao Mao should have won. I can agree with that. Like, I love Frieren to death, but I don't know if I would label her as like the best main character. Okaroon is the boy, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I would say, well, I've never actually seen Apothecary Diaries, so I can't say, but I probably would have given it to Momo person. Because as a fan, like I read the comics way back when. So like I'm a fan of Solo Leveling, but he's just not he has the like it would be the same thing if Mash from Mashal was on here. I wouldn't say Mash is a good main character. That's kind of the same thing, to be honest. Yeah, it's hyped way too much. 100%. Best supporting character. Now this is deserved. 100%. I love Fern. Again, that is probably me being biased towards Frieren. But Fern is an amazing supporting character. She is the exemplar supporting character. I'm sorry. Let's see. Turbo Granny. No. Supporting character is such a weird thing for Turbo Granny. I know she technically becomes one later in the little cat thing. Seiko, I don't remember who that is. Nope, I didn't want to. It's not going to show me. I don't know Apothecary Diaries. And Himmel, I wouldn't say he's a supporting character so much as I don't know. Himmel doesn't strike me as a supporting character. Fern just wins. I'm sorry. Must protect at all costs. Anya. Yep. It's Anya. I'm sorry. All these other ones, I don't care. Get them out of here. Anya wins. Like, I'm sorry. Like, Frieren, you don't need to protect Frieren at all costs. Frieren will protect you at all costs. Everyone must protect Anya Forager because Anya Forager is the most cinnamon roll bean of all cinnamon roll beans. I'm sorry. Okaroon, he can technically take care of himself as well. Senshi, you'd want to protect him at all costs, but I'm pretty sure he would wreck some stuff, Girl with gray hair and glasses. She carried a bat. Oh, the psycho. I don't. I don't remember. Hold on. I got this. Psycho. Dan. Dan. Oh, Grandma. Okay, yeah, it's Grandma. Best anime song. I will admit I had a hard time with this one. I actually sat down and listened to all of these, and I honestly actually don't even remember which one I voted for because the a Mashle one, it is memed to high hell, but it is catchy, so you can't discount it for that. The solo leveling one is not bad, but I don't think I voted for this one because I was kind of meh on it. Dan to Dan, that one is catchy as all crap. That one was kind of tied with Mashle. And Brave was like, it's good, but I wouldn't put it up there with the best. So I would have voted Mashle or Dan to Dan personally. I don't remember which one I voted for, but I am glad Dan to Dan. It's deserved. Best anime score? I am not gonna say I can agree with this one for once. Mostly because when I think of score, I think of the moments, I think of what you're doing. And while solo leveling doesn't deserve a lot of the other ones, I would say this one can be deserved. Because I'm gonna snooze this real fast. Because while all the other you can say all the other stuff, every musical score, every bit of solo leveling was perfect. Every bit of music hit its mark and did exactly what it needed to do. I'm not saying that the other ones didn't, because even Frieren was great. I loved Frieren's. It got the emotions going when it needed to. It knew what it was doing. Same thing with Demon Slayer. I'll be honest, Frieren, Demon Slayer, Dan to Dan, solo leveling are all tied for me with this one because they all did exactly what they needed to do. The music made the emotion flow how it needed to. This one was kind of hard for me. Should have been Dan to Dan. It wasn't so linear and came out of no place at times. Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, this one was kind of a tie. I can understand why solo leveling won, even though it probably won out of hype. People probably didn't even see best anime score. They just saw solo leveling went, ooh, click. Best anime opening sequence. Yes, this one goes to Dan to Dan. Again, it's kind of hard with the Mashle one because hype and memes and stuff, but I can see that one. 100%. Ending sequence, I'm surprised this one won because everyone hates that ending sequence to high heaven. I don't know. I don't think I've ever actually watched the Dan to Dan ending one, actually, so I couldn't really say. I think this one was just chosen because people were like, oh, click solo leveling, click solo leveling, click solo leveling. Best anime voice artist performance, Japanese. Alright, you're gonna find out something terrible about me. I am a dub enjoyer. I'm sorry. I like to watch anime while I'm doing other stuff, and if I don't understand it, I can't, pay attention to it with doing something else. I'm terrible. I'm evil, I know. Cringe. So I don't have a lot of Japanese voice actor knowledge. So this one, congratulations to, I'm assuming that's Mao Mao. Yep, Mao Mao. Heck yeah. I think I'm about to be disconnected. I think I got disconnected. I did. I'm a mix. I can do both, and I hate people. Shame for it. It's about enjoyment first. Exactly. You enjoy how you enjoy it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am part of the group that is kind of upset at the English voice acting society group committee, whatever you want to call them right now. They're not all bad, but a good portion of them are terrible human beings. So it's kind of sixes, Bleh. But I mean, it's all I got. It's the only way I can watch it, so it's not like I can do anything right now. Best anime voice artist performance. Congratulations, Brazilian, Portuguese, Castellan, Spanish, English. This one's kind of hard because he did do a good job. And you know what? I'll even give it to him because even on his social media, he was very present and making jokes or having fun with the audience. So while this one was probably picked for hype, I can agree with this to a degree. But let's see. Attack on Titan is Armin Arlit, Okaroon, Freerin, Alia, Senshi. I don't know. It's hard to say because they're all really good. Not gonna lie. Again, I think Solo Leveling was just chosen because people saw Solo Leveling and clicked on it. French, German, Hindi, Italian. Congratulations to all these people and stuff. Heck yeah. Looks like that's it. Just glad One Piece won something. Yeah, I think One Piece gets it suffers the opposite of Solo Leveling. It is good. It is wonderful. It is great. Every bit of it that I watch is amazing. But I feel like a lot of people are just like they think it's overhyped and so they pretend to not like it or don't want to vote for it because it's freaking One Piece. Why would I, whatever. So it definitely deserved to win a lot more. But yeah, a lot of it was undeserved. Like the Solo Leveling, I think if you would give Solo Leveling another season or two, maybe some of these would be deserved. But I feel like it's just too early for something like Solo Leveling. I know the same could probably be said for like Delicious and Dungeon because it's still pretty new as well. But like, at least Delicious and Dungeon knew what it was, and it's not trying to overhype itself. But DVD said it's nuts. We're like on volume 37 and we're still going. Put that right next to the Simpsons set, Delicious. But yeah, I could definitely see, like, Solo Leveling definitely shouldn't have won as much as it did. It shouldn't have. I know. Shocker opinion. Crazy. But I'm also a Freerin, favoritism, so I probably think Freerin should have won a lot more than it did. But I feel like I explained myself on the ones, I hope they do better next year. I hope they're able to kind of cut through the hype and vote on what is actually good and not just, oh, it's Jung Sinwoo, or I can't even remember his freaking name. Holy crap. Like, it's like, oh, I see it's One Piece, or Solo Leveling, click, Solo Leveling, click, Solo Leveling, click, It's something I haven't seen done much. They started on release on Blu-ray. They still kept the price. They still included the DVDs. Just fatter cases. Yeah. Alright. Game connection has been lost.